It doesn't feel like it, but CSGO has been out for over 3 years now and has constantly been changing and evolving into what it is today. Balance changes, movement changes and weapon changes, it's had it all. This week though sees one of the biggest changes in the game's history since its release. The entire animation and hitbox system has been completely overhauled. Hitboxes have long been an issue with the game, and I'm sure that there's been occasions where you've played the game and feel like you've hit someone but it doesn't register. Now of course sometimes maybe you just missed, or you were moving, or there was some other explanation, and we also do have to take into account the 64 tick servers as well, because this can also cause some inconsistencies compared to the ideal 128 tick servers. But there are some documented cases and bugs where the player hitboxes have messed up, especially when the player's model is in between animations, for example jumping, crouched and also defusing and planting the bomb. So what's actually changed? Well, I could give you the rundown of the patch notes, but to be honest they sound like someone from NASA wrote them. Things like updated animation network to continually synchronize animation state instead of periodically latching. What the hell does that mean? And added support for non-polygonal capsule shader hit volumes. I know, right? Instead, how about I just show you the changes? I think that would be a lot easier. And in layman's terms, the entire animation system has been redone. You can see it just in the player movement alone that they move a lot differently now. Pay close attention to the bum shuffle, I hope that's there for years to come. Players are now also animated when they change their weapons. You can visually see players pulling out weapons from their sides and off their backs, and their main weapons are neatly stowed away on their back. You can even see people flipping karambit knives out. You can see people throwing grenades properly now, shuffling around as they aim, twitching as they burn to death in molotovs, climbing up ladders, although that one looks really weird. One of the animation changes you'll definitely notice is the bomb defuse animation. Now when a CT is defusing, they have a visible multimeter in their hands with wires going down towards the bomb. It takes some getting used to and it still looks very weird, but I can see why they've done it. The terrorists of course have an animation when they crouch down to plant the bomb, but the CTs never did for defusing. They just sort of stand over the bomb defusing it with whatever weapon they have out, and that's not good player feedback. That being said, they've never needed one either, but now in clutch situations it will be even more noticeable if a player is defusing or not, which could make fake defuses that little bit harder, especially for lower skilled players who maybe aren't used to the signs of a player defusing or not. This particular change, the bomb defuse animation, has actually caused a big split in the community. Some people love it, some people hate it, so it's going to be interesting to see if this stays in the game or not. Oh yeah, and now when you go up to a wall or a door, your gun isn't going to clip through it anymore. Kinda looks like you're doing a magic trick. Do you guys like this fix, or is there a different solution? Other than the animation changes, the other big change is the hitboxes, and this one is awesome. It's been a long time coming. On screen now you can see the difference between the new hitboxes and the ones CSGO used to have, and the difference is massive. Considering CSGO is such a huge competitive game, it's amazing that the hitboxes have remained so simple to this day. Now though, they fit the body much better, they're a lot more advanced and cover a lot more of the body, and should hopefully ensure that there's way less chance of a correct hit being missed by the server. He is hoping at least. There are a myriad of other changes as well, but one of the most important ones is that the silenced M4 has taken a nerf. It's had its price reduced by $100, but it's also had its rate of fire reduced and its spread increased. Skin prices for the silenced M4 dropped overnight. No joke, that's how fickle the marketplace is for CSGO. It's still a good gun, but it's nowhere near the laser beam that it used to be. In fact, it's possible they nerfed it a bit too much the other way. I foresee a lot of people starting to use the loud M4 once again, making use of those extra bullets. And that's all for today folks. Let me know what you think of the CSGO update. It's a pretty big one for sure. Leave your comments down below, give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the vid, and I'll see you in the next one.